Hi guys, I'm going to try and do a bit better with my videos. It is 30th of January, so you'll if you watch the rest of the video you'll understand why the cows are calling poor girls. Their friend's just gone, their boyfriend. Oh. Nothing bad, he's gone home. Really had him on loan, and he's going back to join a load of big girls. So he's been practicing on our little girls, and now he's got to man up a bit and or bull up a bit I should say, and cover a few big girls. So trying to do some decent videos, put a bit more content your way that I can actually explain it. Just walking down the drive because we picked up the cows halfway down the drive, about there-ish, because they didn't want to come all the way down to the bottom. They always come to the bottom. Anytime they hear a tractor, they come to the bottom. We heard the neighbour's tractor who came to pick them up. No interest, stayed at the top. But we got them in the middle instead, so that worked well. So this video, we can see some more about the sheepies in SickBay. Hello, cat! Hey there, baby. Look at those horns. Oh, he's a fabulous lad. You're right. And a bit more on the cows. I do have a very exciting thing I'm trying to sort out at the moment, which I'm trying to buy a tractor. And I would very much appreciate it if Massey Ferguson would get back to me instead of sitting on my request for 2 weeks. So, who knows? I may end up going with another company. But I like the Massey Ferguson. It's just down the road. And I've already tried it and played with it. But anyway, that's the plan. So who knows? We may have a red tractor. We may end up with a green tractor. I would quite like a blue tractor. But that's me just being silly with colours rather than what is actually useful. This snuggly top. Oh yeah. My mum bought me that. Right now. Yes, I know, darling. I know, Stewie. Stewie's talking to me. Cute sheep. Anyway, let's get on with things. We also have a new issue with Wookie, but I'll save that for tomorrow's video. Oh, my poor babies, they're very upset. They're very upset because their boyfriend's heading home. Oh dear. I'm sorry, Hetty. I'm so sorry, Daisy. Are you right, Dixie? Well, hopefully he's managed to get them all pregnant. Hi, darling. I am so sorry. I'm sorry your little man has gone. I know. They've had him here since July, I think it was. It's the end of January now. You're right, babies. I know you especially loved him, didn't you? You liked having a red cow with you. A red boy. They'll complain a lot. You're definitely looking pregnant, girl. We like this. Oh, good Daisy. Dixie looks pregnant to me.
So did Bobby.
Hetty I'm not sure about, but it would be her first. The other two have already had calves before. Bobby there, he looks pregnant, but you know, he's definitely not. Well, he better not be, because you're a boy. Oh, this will go on now all night. They'll be calling for him. I hate separating cows. You don't realise when you've got loads and loads of cows, you don't generally realise just how close their friendships can be. Poor darlings. I know they're not stuck in the mud, they have really short legs. They're short-legged Dexters. They're only about 36 inches tall. They're not very tall, are you, darlings? Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's a baby belly. You look head on, Dixie. Yeah, that's a pregnant belly there. Coming out to the right. Oh, I'm sorry, Daisy. So yeah, hopefully it's the 30th of September. No, 30th September. It's the 30th of January. Hello, Daisy. Poor things. That's Hetty. Hetty over there is actually Dixie, the red one's daughter. So it's her first calf, and it'll be her second calf. And this will be Daisy's second calf, because that is Daisy's first calf, little Bobby. They came to live with us. An elderly couple realised when the brother of one of them went from perfectly healthy to living in a care home in 3 days, and they realised that if something happened to one of them, then the other probably wouldn't be able to look after the cows. So they needed to rehome them, so they came to live with us. You're right, babies. They didn't want them to go for meat. They'd always been pets. And I'm hoping, probably Daisy here, because she's the easiest to deal with, I'm hoping to milk one of them. Because Dexters are actually what they call a tri-use. You can use Dexters for beef, which is what they're mostly used for. That's a funny noise, Daisy. You know, she didn't like the idea of being used for meat. Don't worry, you're never being used for meat. As I said, Dixie's upset. Poor baby. Anyway, Dexters can be used for meat, which is what poor little Bobby there nearly ended up as. And they are predominantly a meat breed these days, but they used to milk them. They're very, very hardy, and they can produce up to 70% of the carcass weight for meat as an Aberdeen Angus, because they're basically a miniature Angus, really. When you look at them, the shape of them and the meat that they produce, and the meat's slightly different to normal meat. It's got a little bit more flavour to it. You're right, baby. But yeah, they also used to milk them, so you can milk them, and they will produce quite a bit of milk for a beef cow. But also they used to be used as what you call oxen, which means that they used to plough the fields and things. I started training Bobby about 18 months ago to that, Bobby there, but then with the move everything stopped, and I haven't had space to be able to train him, to get him in and train him. But I'm hoping to be able to do that again later this year. Oh, Daisy, you're very cute. Daisy, I actually clicker trained her last year, just before we moved, so again that stopped. But she will actually follow. Oh, girl, no. Okay, sorry, terribly sorry. She will actually follow a target. So I was actually able to move her around following a target, and every time she touched the target she got a treat. It wasn't much of a treat, it was just a cow nut. Cow nut being grass, pelleted grass. That's it, darlings. Your boyfriend's gone. I'm sorry, baby. Right, sweetie pies, got to keep an eye on you. They've lost a lot of the fat that they had, which is brilliant. They needed to. So now they're actually looking quite good in terms of fat. But now they're looking pregnant. Get you fed up a bit, darling. So yeah, April, end of April is the earliest we'll be having calves. So yeah, it'll be exciting. I haven't had calves for years. And these will be tiny and hairy like a Highland, but tiny like a Dexter, hopefully. Bye, darlings. Oh, it's been about a week since my last video. Sorry about that. Lots going on. Hello, you. How you doing? She came in today, the one that's standing, because unfortunately she managed to get knocked over by a pony. Not on purpose. She was running alongside one of the miniature Shetlands, and he kicked out in excitement, and she just swerved. But unfortunately she swerved straight into the track of another pony. So she was She got straight up and ran off again, but then a couple of minutes later, she just lay down. So we thought we'll bring her in, just see how she's doing. This little white one here, unfortunately, is not Stacy, who you last saw last week. Stacy perked up, was looking fantastic, so much more energy, and she was just eating, and she just seemed really, really happy, and then she just passed away in her sleep. It's very sad. But this little girl had been in the big barn, a little white one. Decided to give her a bit more attention because she's a bit weaker than we'd like. And then this here is Flump, who's come back in. Hello. And the little white one here, she wasn't really doing great. We brought Flump in last night to be with her. And look at them, they're besties buddies. And she's actually started eating properly now. So, well, not quite properly. She started eating, but she hasn't been doing for the last week since she came in. So that's a really, really good thing. So obviously company is what she needed. And little madam here, I don't know if she's going to stay in after tomorrow. I think she's probably going to go in the big barn. We've halved the number of sheep in the big barn. So there's a lot less competing for food and space. So that's good. And over here we have Mr. Hoggle. Still can't get himself up. He's trying. But once he's in the sling, he's now walking as best he can. Which is he's eating at the moment. But yeah, we get him up. The sling is up there. So unfortunately, it's not on wheels or anything. So he can't get very far. But he's swinging himself forwards and backwards. Hoggle. Making sure there's no sugar beet left over there. Wookie, it's time to get you up. He's up for, certainly in the evenings, he's up for a good half an hour, 40 minutes now. So he's doing really, really well. Hello! But he's trying to get himself up. But once he's up, he's quite good on his feet. He just needs a little bit extra support at the moment. But hopefully, he is getting there. His legs are getting stronger, and I'm giving his favourite treat all the way over there. So he has to push off his back legs to hold himself in order to be able to reach the food. So that's really, really good for him. I've put the heat lamp back on. It hasn't actually been on for a while because I've had quite warm temperatures, but the temperature's dropped again. So I've lifted it up quite a bit so he can't... It's just warming this room up, basically. Right, I'll get you up and do a quick video of you up, darling. So, here is Wookie in his sling. Try not to move the camera around too quickly. On my phone as it is. You been a bit grumpy? Huh? He's normally moving around quite a bit. He says, no. He hasn't got his food in here yet, have you? No. No food yet. How you doing there, lad? Hey? His back legs. He's not quite at the right level at the moment. I have to keep changing the level. He's got his little bed sore, unfortunately. I know. What do we put on that? What's it called? Flamazine. That's it. That's what we need for that. Oh, he's off. He's like, whee! Okay, I'm going. See, he can't get very far, but because he's pushing himself with his legs like that, it's helping building his muscle up. You're helping Hoggle. Yeah, you help by stealing his food, don't you? He's still thin, but he weighs at least twice what he weighed when he came in. You're alright, lad. You're so pretty. Yeah, so Wookie here, the one on the left, the big one in the sling. He's actually the son of Hoggle over there. Oh dear, is that better? Yeah. And his mum is a Gotland. Oh, you want your food?
Stop arsing around with the camera and feed me. It's a look he's giving you.
Yes, he doesn't know why I'm doing this whole camera filming
I'll get you some food.
thing. He's like, seriously, give me my food. As soon as you get the food, he'll shoot forwards, won't you? And you, Hoggle, you'll be a pain. But the talk. So, See here? He's pushing with his back legs. Well, one back leg. He's normally doing both, but he's only doing one at the moment to get to his food. Come on, you can do this. Yes, you can. Look, put this leg forward a bit, and then this leg forward a bit, and then suddenly you can reach easier. Look at that. So you see he's pushing with his back legs now, and this is strengthening his legs. He couldn't even stand on them about a week ago. Poor little sausage. Geez, that famous 3 kilogram Nutella pot. What an excuse to buy 3 kilos of Nutella, eh? The pots are wonderful for this sort of thing.
Tag Nutella in the video.
You little hoggle. He's got his sugar beet down there. Wookie has it in a pot so I can move it around and I can hold it for him. Because he does get tired. And Hoggle does this. Hoggle. Get back. Oh, sorry, darling. No! I've lost the torch. Oh, and the plot. Yes, and the plot. Right, Hoggle, look, there. You've still got a load of sugar beet. Come on. He says, no, I'm going to stand here in the corner. Oh, Asher's mucking out. Lovely job. I have this really weird thing recently of Hoggle. I've become incredibly sensitive to smells, which is an absolute nightmare. Because even standing here is making me feel sick. And this one's cleaned out every day. And the slightest smell still makes me feel sick. Hoggle, go back to your food. Of course. Everybody else's food is better than yours. Typical Soe.
Okay with me rustling.
Yeah. So this here is straw pellets. Don't get behind you. It's straw pellets. And if you actually have a look, I think it's the Rainbow Farmer. He actually works for a farm.
There we go.
Yeah, he works for a farm where they make this stuff. And it's because of him that I bought it. Right, Hoggle, get off Wookie's food. Oh, no. Okay, I'm going to have to go because I don't have enough hands for Hoggle. I've got to hug the Hoggle. Put him back with his food.
Yes, hello.